we should be live. All right. Welcome back to the Legacy of Mythal campaign, the 34th session of the campaign. Last week, as the last creature fell outside the east entrance of the chapel ruins, an eerie silence fell as strange runic symbols on the giant tortoise shell began to glow with an unearthly purple hue. Smock sensed an evil darker and more vile than anything he had ever felt before, and the voice that had spoken to Spot reached out to Alamir, Jinx, and Luna and tried to seduce them into servitude with promises of great power and knowledge. When it was rebuked by all of them, and Smock stepped up to the shell, it emitted a pulse of energy and black haze out to 120 feet, and caused everyone except for Spot to run in fear, unable to return for 10 minutes. When they did, they inspected the shell and deduced that not only was it causing the mirror of dead men to spread outward, but it was also simply magical runes carved into the shell, and with concentrated attacks on all sides, they could possibly destroy it. But first, they needed to rest, and so they found the entrance to the Harper cache in the back of the chapel. They chose their magic items, and Alamir created his hut for an evening's rest. In the morning, they all gathered around the shell and simultaneously attacked it, and it cracked and split apart in an implosion of shards and dust. Its magic now dissipated, although the presence of great evil could still be slightly felt. Their side quest was now accomplished, and the heroes headed north back towards Castle Naerytar. After a couple of miles, the green mist began to glow an increasingly bright shade of blue, and up ahead they saw the tree through a part in the trees and vines, foliage pull away from one of the trees and step forward. It moved into a deep pool and disappeared, and as the heroes waited for it to get closer, from both sides rushed 3 blue dragon spawn with large horns and bodies that crackled with electricity. The creatures ran 20 feet and then dived into the muddy earth and disappeared. So the heroes waited, and when the creatures engaged them, they quickly felled the beast and shambling mound as the creature was, and then continued on their way. A half hour after stopping for lunch, they came upon an empty encampment with 4 huts and 3 canoes. They pushed the canoes out into the water and began walking towards the castle, the ground rising slightly and getting drier. And that is when they spotted a group of 6 lizard folk walking towards them. They decided to wait to see what the lizard folk would do, and when the lizard folk spotted them, they just simply continued to walk forward casually. So the groups met, and the leader of the lizard folk introduced himself as Snapjaw, and told them that the castle was indeed up ahead. I'm just going to share that. And he had to calm his companions down since it seemed that they had orders to capture or kill anyone found in the mirror. And as he got them to lower their hands away from their weapons, Alamir cast a fireball into their group. The leader was badly burned and bleeding, while his companions were charred husks, unmoving as they lay scattered about the now dry, cracked ground. Snapjaw looked in horror and anger at their bodies, and in a controlled voice said that he had hoped they could help each other, and that the heroes could help him free his enslaved people, but if not, then he was ready for death. Smock then stepped forward and healed the lizard man, as Alamir said that he thought it best if the companions were out of the picture and couldn't be tempted to attack. While still angered over the death, Snapjaw agreed to lead the heroes to the castle and tell them on the way there what to expect and the options they had for infiltrating or assaulting it. He turned and walked back towards the castle, and the party followed him. And I think Smock gave the best assessment of the situation, basically attributing Snapjaw to being a resistance leader, and that being why he was willing to accept the situation as is for the good of his people, or at least seemed to.
So can we just clarify one thing?
Yes.
Originally, I think last time we were told that they were there to take us in, which is why I think Alamir threw the fireball. And now you stated that it was to capture anybody in the Deadmire. So that might have been where the confusion was.
I saw
I
dragon.
I don't know exactly how it went, but I know that there was a lot of I was
There was a
paraphrasing in
lot
the
of fire.
recap, but yes. But I do remember that there was a lot of positive um, that there was positive conversation leading up to the fireball.
Yep.
Problem
Alamir's
is,
old enough.
Alamir could not speak that language.
That's right.
Next time we sleep, I'm
Next
taking
time it was
away
in
his
common.
trigger
Or
finger.
sorry, it was in common.
See how many spells he can cast without a tongue or something.
So I sent you all the email of all the information of what Snapjaw relates to you as you walk the rest of the way the to the castle. So we don't need to go over all of that.
And what time of the day is it by the time we, let's say, get the castle in sight?
So as the castle is going to come in sight, although well, it's going to be around 2 o'clock in the afternoon when Snapjaw pauses and says that there is tells you that there's going to be a um, there's going to be a outpost, a guard post,
Uh-huh.
a lookout of lizard folk, and that he needs to go and talk to so that they don't just immediately attack.
I'm just kind of wondering, do we have any cultists uniforms or cultist paraphernalia? Do we want to go in kind of disguised as cultists or don't bother?
I remember the description. Didn't we kind of match anyway?
I don't know. I don't remember.
So,
Not with what we're wearing.
no, Snapjaw told you that any non-bullywug or lizard folk that's in there is automatically assumed to be a reinforcements for the cultist once you are inside the castle.
Okay. Okay. So no disguise needed. Okay.
Mm-mm.
And then how many stairs up and stairs down are there from the upper level where the cultists are?
There are five. Well, there is one upper level that's above the main front. Everything else, all the upper levels are really just towers.
Okay.
So,
So there's 5 towers.
yes,
Okay.
there's 5 towers.
Okay. Scratch that idea. How airtight is this fortress? Is it a breezy inside, or is it actually pretty tight? Is it well built?
It is very well built. So Alamir, if I remember correctly, Alamir knew quite a bit about the history of it. It had been built by uh, a researcher who did a lot of astronomy and used it as a it didn't used to be in the middle of the mirror. It was previous, so 100 years ago, before the mirror expanded. Uh, this area that you're in now was dry land, and this castle was a home to this group, this researcher, and nobody really knows what happened to them. But that's what it was built for, and it was built very well and has stood since. So, and Snapchat can tell you he has not seen any part of it that is in disrepair.
Okay. Thank you. So cultists are up top. Bullywug spawning grounds are in the basement. Bullywugs are lower level or in the basement or both.
Bullywugs are outside,
Outside.
First floor, part of the second floor. In the main defenses in the front, and the front being, as you approach it, you're going to be approaching from the west side, and then the dungeon.
Okay. Well, gang, any other questions as far as getting the situation? Any ideas on the approach?
No,
Go with the flow?
go with the flow.
Okay. We go with the flow.
So
I was just asking what time it was during the day to see if we wanted to do a short rest or anything.
if you want to take a rest, that's up to you.
So we'll go ahead and take a short rest while we ask these questions and any others this group comes up with.
Okay.
If that works for the gang.
You are traveling with the only patrol that was in this area, or the remnants of it, so nothing interrupts your short rest, so everyone can take a short rest.
Very good. And just as a reminder, everybody should have 10 temp hit points.
Unless you got hit.
Unless you got hit. Okay.
All right. So, in who is the main person doing the talking with Snapjaw?
I thought it was Spot.
I thought it was Smock because he was the one that was.
I would
They
say
healed him.
me and Smock are probably both walking with him.
That works.
Okay. Both of you roll persuasion checks, if you would, please.
I'm not persuading anything, just so you know.
Jeepers. Wow.
Neither of you are. Okay.
Okay.
Mine's a -1.
Excellent. Alomir, it's appropriate for you to do this. Roll me 2d10, please.
Fireball?
2d10. 2d10 luck
2d10.
roll.
Okay.
Yep.
2d10. 2d10. I clicked it. Why isn't it? Okay, take the 9. It wasn't going for some reason. Take the first one.
Got it. Thank you. All right. So Snapjaw holds his hand up as you continue on after the short rest, and he says, "Up ahead is the waypoint. I need to check in with them and alert them of the situation. What have you decided you want to do? Are you going to take a look around inside and let people think you are reinforcements? Or are you going to look to us to start an assault?"
Just to throwing that out as we're sitting there kind of short resting before we go is, hey, what do you think about possibly taking out the Bullywug guy that took out their shaman? Does that help the cause? Is there a way maybe to isolate the guy that took out the lizard people's shaman? Just throwing that out.
And
I'm asking the group.
The group. That's what I thought.
I'm not hiding it from Snapjaw. I'm just suggesting it as an idea. It's a proposal.
Right now, I mean, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I can tell you who Alomir has the jigglies for.
It's like, what?
Razmir. Which, that's fine, taking out the little ones along the way, but he's. I mean, it's gonna. Great. The prisoners are coming in, walking straight up, and going, "Okay, where's the big guy?" And he's gonna try and hold it. The other thing, Tom, I think when I need to mention is, even though that's what Alamir, he wants to finish that meeting. At the same time, I think if we do, I might have to bring in my fear, because isn't it any dragon type, or was it only dragon?
I'm sorry. What exactly are we?
Would my fear kick in for Razmir? Because it didn't when we first encountered him. Or is it only dragon? That's what I'm just a little confused about. Because I thought it was only dragon, and I want to make sure.
Remind me again.
Look into it later.
Remind me again the specifics of your fear.
The fact that I went into the dream,
right,
or the illusion, and I stayed in it, and what happened was scoodly. I'm trying to look it up really quickly. You have a trigger when a dragon causes immediate sense of danger. It doesn't specifically state dragon kind.
Right. So no, it is specifically dragons.
Okay, then that's fine. We're good. We can move on.
Yes. So, yep, only dragons, not half dragons or the. But no, actually, no. Didn't we? I don't think the humanoids, but I think we have. It is canon that the dragon spawn have triggered it. That they triggered it, right?
Yeah, because that was the illusion. I fell into the dragon demon side of things, but dragon kin.
So I will leave it up to you. Does Razmir trigger it?
Then we'll do it if it comes up to it, and there's a time. We'll do it as a die roll. We'll just make it a chance. We'll make it a 50-50.
Okay, and then that will set it because that hasn't
permanently. Yep.
So it hasn't actually happened yet, and when it does, we'll set it then. Sounds good.
Sounds
and
good.
if it does, then we will simply make it all dragon. Anything with the type dragon.
Gotcha. So we're not picking up that dragonborn cleric, okay?
Okay.
It's fine. Works for me. Thank you.
Any other discussion?
Not from Alamir. Alamir's playing nice, supposedly.
We've heard that one before.
Otherwise known as biding his time.
Exactly. So no, Alamir's. He's taking in. He's doing what he always does. He's taking in the surroundings and the structure, and as we enter, maybe he's counting the steps. He's figuring how high things are. He's doing the intellectual engineering type thing, even though he has anything in engineering. But he's doing what he does best, and that's figuring a way to get out of there as fast as he needs to. And hide.
Yeah, and hide. Always hiding. All right. So, no issues letting Snapjaw go on ahead. Do you stop and let him go?
Are we playing the part of prisoner, or are we playing the part of let's go?
Or are we playing the part of quote unquote reinforcements?
Right.
Well, true,
Reinforced
true.
cultists. Yes.
Yep.
I think that was the idea.
Helma comprehension is on, so in case there's off-shot conversations going, I want to be able to let everybody know.
So
bullywog or whatever.
Right. So he goes off in through the forest. The ground is now more coming up, getting a little drier, continuing to go slightly uphill a little bit. Not very. It's a very gradual gradient. You can smell on the wind. You catch small whiffs of campfire smoke from the direction as the wind is blowing from the direction that he's going. So you see him go up ahead, and because you're able to watch him, and you can still see him when he's about 90 feet ahead of you, and he stops, and it looks like, and you see a couple other lizard folk step out of the brush and talk to him. And anyone who's watching, roll perception checks.
Yeah. Smock is biting his teeth, his nails.
Smock just doesn't quite have the right angle. There's a tree in his, some brush in his way. Alamir, Jinkin, and Luna, you see this conversation. There is a lot of head nodding, and then one of the two lizard folk, the one to the right, turns and goes running away in the direction of the castle. And then the other lizard folk will kind of goes stays standing, and then two more join them, and Snapjaw turns and begins walking back towards you, waving you forward.
We walk forward. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a path, or is it just a marsh, open marsh type, drier path?
You are walking right now the equivalent. This is a very well used path, about 4 feet wide, where the brush has been cleared, and has been trod on by many feet.
All right, Alamir's going to take a walk on the side of the path, and using his quarterstaff, just start putting it into the ground. He wants to know if it's going to get soft on the sides. That's all. And he'll zigzag. He'll hit one side, and then he'll go back to the others. He's just checking the surroundings.
Okay.
You think this is River Styx?
And he looks drunk.
And he looks drunk.
2 sheets to the wind, apparently.
So, beyond Snapjaw, you see 3 lizard folk, kind of standing, waiting, and as you approach, through breaks in the trees and vines, you see up in the distance your first glimpses of Castle Naerytar. And
how does it look?
I'm sorry?
How does it look? That's the picture?
That's the picture, yes.
I don't see that picture. Hold on.
You got it?
I'm looking at the stream.
Nothing's popped up over on my side.
Nope.
Nothing either.
Really? Hold on.
Is that a castle?
How's
That's
that?
more like a.
How's
It's like
that?
There you go. That's a castle.
There
Got
we
it.
go.
I've discreetly cast Shillelagh on my club.
Yep, got it. That's
Staff.
is that a 10-minute?
I think it's every minute I'll look. So
That's fine. If you want to just say,
yep, 1 minute.
we'll
I'm gonna keep it up until I'm sure I don't need it.
that's fine. Or until you do need it, and then we'll roll a d10 to see at what round it's on.
Sounds good.
Quick interpretation of the building. What's a square footage? No. What's the length of the walls that we can tell? How big is it?
How big is it? So
Yeah.
That's a good question. It is.
I'll throw an intelligence or something if you want me to.
No, that's
quickly
fine. That's fine. So it is approximately. Let's see. Each of these. 20,
ascertain.
2, 3, 4. It's about 150 feet across, north and south. Or actually, you're approaching it. You're approaching it from the south. Actually, I was wrong. You're approaching it from the south side. So it's about east-west. It's about 140, 50 feet, and there is a barbican that sticks out from the main castle, which is what you see there in the front of the picture. And that is, and not counting the barbican, in depth, you're looking at around 160 feet. So it's probably actually more like, oh, I'm sorry, around 240 by 160 feet. How's that? You're muted. Alamir, we can't hear you.
He's just picturing in his head the footprint. That's all.
Okay. All right. So you get up. The three lizard folk kind of step to the side. Alamir and Luna, you notice one lizard folk just kind of off about 15 feet to the left, watching from some thick brush. You notice the eyes peering from beneath in the shadows of the brush.
Any identifiable crossbow, anything like that?
Nope, you don't see any weapons.
Okay. I don't know about you, Luna. I'm gonna let everybody know. Hey, right there. There's a.
I do the same.
Snapjaw sees you point, looks over,
goes, "You're fired."
and puts waves a hand, and the lizard folk stands up and steps forward out of the brush and just nods his head. And Snapjaw says, that is all of the Watchers, and I have sent a runner up ahead to gather the steel weapons and prepare my people for battle. Please, let us continue.
I thank him for the clarification.
All right. So, let's go ahead. And I can't believe we're doing this. Here we go. So you see.
I see a giant coyote.
I thought they were trying to escort us in quietly at first.
There is no, like, you can't be snuck in. There's no sneaking in. So here's kind of the layout that you see. Actually, let me. This one, right? Yeah.
Are we all too big?
Yeah, that's what was gonna be my question. These are 5 feet or
Oh,
2.5 feet.
you are correct. You guys should be smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, you it's Alice in Wonderland. All of a sudden you are.
Now the coyote's really big.
Yes. Okay.
Did I just hear Spot got haste?
There we go. How's that? All right. So now everybody should be, yep, appropriate size there. All right. So where you're at, you see it's an estuary that looks like it heads off to the west by southwest, heading towards the ocean. And there's a half dozen dugout canoes, almost exactly like the ones that you found at the camp earlier and pushed out. And there's 3 to 5 paddles in each of them, and those are right there to your left. So they're There are no. So just imagine there's like 5 canoes right over there. 5 of the and they all look in good condition. Across to your left are these huts, and they're crudely built. It looks like a dozen or maybe a couple more huts placed haphazardly on boggy ground. Each is shaped like a slightly flattened dome, with open doorways, but a low, short tunnel that would force a normal-sized human to crawl into the hut. They are made of reeds woven through a lattice, with a lot of mud, grass, and dung smeared over the whole thing. You see mud, swamp water, and muck slops between the huts and even flows in and out of the low open doorways. You do see, coming in and out of a couple of them, some bullywugs. Straight ahead of you are these 2 large buildings. They're longhouses. I think, and also to your right down here. Actually, no, I'm sorry. These are the. Yep. So there's this pen over here, which I'm going to. You can't really you can just barely see into it. Here, and you guys are walking, so I'm just going to move everyone forward a little bit. So and as you look into that area, you see it's a animal stockade, and where what looks like what you're looking through these openings is actually gates, and there are and it's a 5-foot high wall made of sturdy logs driven into the earth, spaced about 6 inches apart, and bound together with twisted fiber. Inside, you see giant lizards. You just as you walk along, you see at least 4 or 5 in there. And then up ahead of you, and also down here, further to the right in front of the Barbican, are longhouses, and these are very well made from reeds bound into long, thick bundles, bent into upside-down U-shaped ribs, and between the ribs there's latticed and thatched with more reeds, and each longhouse has a single woven door in the center of one end of the one end wall. So the construction of these longhouses are actually really ingenious. They're very good. And Snapjaw tells you that's where the longhouses are, where his people reside. And you know how many he's told you. There's about 80 of them now. There is room in the longhouses for a lot more than 80 lizard folk. But you do remember, too, he did tell you on the way here that originally they were going to plan to live here. They were going to move their whole village here until, as they were building the longhouses, the bullywugs were also recruited and given station above them. And that's when the Snapjaw and actually the shaman and the other leaders decided that it would be best for their families, the women and children, to stay home and not be in danger. So that's why there's a lot more room. So, anything you want to do as you walk forward, or are you just following Snapjaw?
Just following them forward, right, guys?
Yeah,
Yep.
we got to play like we own the place, so to speak, and not pretend that we have to we're I get attacked by everything or something.
Okay. So as you walk forward, you notice there are a few lizard folk around the longhouses. There's some lizard folk tending to the giant lizards. And as you all pass, Snapjaw nods to them, and they nod back. And there's the few bullywugs that are up to your left. They they look and they're watching, but they quickly, none of them do more than kind of give a double glance, and then they turn away to going about their business. On top of the Barbican, you see some bullywugs with spears looking over the edge, but they're just casually watching. Nobody seems to be alarmed at all. And you continue walking forward.
Is this water underground? Is this like deep enough, like a pond kind of water?
So it is. So let's talk about, so up ahead, this water that's around the castle is a moat. It's muddy, and it looks it's muddy enough that it looks similar to the puddles in hip deep water that you know, like the boats were in, and that you kind of walked through in the beginning of your travel through the mirror. But go ahead.
As we walk by it, I pick up a stone off the ground and I just skip it across the water.
Yep.
Completely in whatever.
Roll a d2. Just roll 2d10 for me.
2.
Ooh! You hear it goes one skip and then thunk, and rearing up is this giant crocodile, and it snaps wildly in the direction towards you, in the direction that the rock came from, and then begins to calm down and is looking around to see what's near.
I walk like nothing happened, opposite end, further away than Alamir is, and just keep going forward.
All right. So, the Snapjaw, and Snapjaw will tell you, he says this, he points up here to the main gate. He says, this is the only entrance to inside the castle. You must go through there. I will take you up there, but I am not allowed inside unless invited. Just keep walking as if you are here as reinforcements and you belong, and you should be fine as long as no one who knows you sees you. If it is time for a great battle, what are you planning to do as a signal to my people?
I'm picturing just be like, ah! I leave that great planning up to Smock or Spot. Spot was our leader in the past, and Smock is obviously knows how to do tactics and everything.
Except I have no flare gun.
Hey.
We do have a flare gun. His name is Alamir, but it's got to be pointed up and not at. I would say he cast fireball straight up in the air, or
can you do
produce
firebolt?
flame.
Can you do firebolt just up in the air?
Yeah.
Alamir also
Unless it has to be
has
at a target.
illusions that have both visual and auditory components.
So like a thunderstone, snap crack, and then everybody just knows.
So, Alamir's choice.
Or it could be something like, "And here I come to save the day."
Hey, that's my line.
We don't
Let's
have
see.
that character in this campaign.
No, different one.
Not firebolt. A firebolt flare into this guy.
Okay. He nods. And you explain to him. You say firebolt. He goes, a bolt of flame, bolt of fire.
Shot straight up in the sky.
Very well.
So keep watchers out.
You do notice. So now you're close over here. There are a good number of lizard folk who are coming out of the longhouses. You see they have replaced their spears with steel tip spears. They're carrying some swords. They have steel reinforced shields instead of the wooden and leather shields. And they are carrying, each of them are carrying extra weapons and going in different directions, looking like they're walking out to other lizard folk to pass on the armament. All right. Okay. So Snapjaw then says, "Good luck to you. For the sake of my people, I wish you success. Shall we meet again after the frogmen have run away and my people are free again?"
I promise we'll hold his hands back so he doesn't cast fireball on you.
He just nods, gives a glance at Alamir, and turns and walks away. All right.
I turn to Alamir and I go, "Do not cast fireball again around people you cannot protect. You must protect all of the people that are helping us, not just us or them. Only get the bad guys."
I get the feeling Alamir just kind of shrugs. Okay. So
As he's eating his frog and lizard legs.
So, as you approach the Barbican, so everybody here, let's move Snapjaw out of the way. So this is the entrance right down here. Everybody approach, get around. Where are you in relation to Smock? As you approach, and I'll move Hef back there. Okay. So what you see is sloppy mud covering the stone floor of the chamber through the large opening. You see planks have been laid from the gateway to create, to the causeway entrance to create a 10-foot wide raised boardwalk, so that you don't have to walk through the very deep mud to get inside. Inside you see a few tables have been thrown together from planks laid across barrels with crudely made benches for seats. The Barbican has no windows or arrow slits at this level. And right now, It's bright light within about 20 feet of the open doorway. Everywhere else, there are oil lamps casting dim light deeper inside. So, and inside, as you approach, I'm just going to move everybody. So you kind of have to, you have to cross over, unless you want to walk in the mud, you have to cross through just the 10-foot wide. So you need to rearrange and kind of like here, I'm going to move everyone back just a little bit here. Yeah, a 10-foot, kind of a 10-foot wide to go in.
Smock, you want to go one forward? This way we got both your flanks covered.
Okay, that's is Spot or Luna walking in the mud? It doesn't really matter. You're going to get inside. We're just there. We go.
I don't think me walking in the mud makes a difference. So
It's
we're in
true.
free movement.
So Alamir will walk in the mud. So you walk inside, and as you do, two of the bullywugs kind of step up, and the one says, in this very broken common, "Who you? What you hear? What you do?"
We're here to reinforce. We're here to help. Tell us where our quarters are.
You need here. Guko, take them to new quarters. And
I drop a divine sense, by the way, just to check everything in the area as I walk forward.
Okay.
Only after we start to walk forward, of course. I want to scan as many things as I can.
And as you come in, you see, as everyone is walking forward, I'm actually going to kind of move Alamir over. So this bullywug kind of steps out of the way, and this one kind of has you follow. And as you're all walking through, you notice right to your left, these eyes of these giant frogs kind of pop up out of the ground. So you could see, you immediately know, like if you were rushing into and fighting, that they would have ambushed you as soon as you came in. All right, so yeah.
While he's divining sense,
Yep.
I want to know if there's any side conversations in their language that I can understand. Like, even though he says, "Hey, so and so, get them a room," is there any other orders given in their language?
Yep. Not from there's no orders, but you hear a conversation between like these bullywugs that you're going to pass by, and you hear them talking about their new dragon. They call you like new dragon squatters and dragon worshippers, and just kind of nod to themselves and shrug.
We prefer the term kneel,
I-
not squatting.
Dragon kneelers.
I turn to my left and I say, Lada, 10 demerit points for inadequate traps and springing at the front entrance. Make note of that for the inspector. I was looking at Luna. I didn't use Luna. I said Lada. So.
I just nod back.
In common.
All right. So and you also hear in conversation. Actually, I just want to look here. Yeah, actually, Bullywug is its own language. So
It is.
Yeah. Alamir, you hear in the conversation, um, the name kind of stand out, and that name is Drow. You hear Born Grey. All right, and so that bullywug keeps walking through the opening on the other side. You see there are stairs that go up right there. But he takes you out onto this causeway. So this is a 180-foot causeway that crosses the moat and leads to the outer ward of the castle. It has no roof. And what you see is up behind you, where in the Barbican is a second level, and up there you see a bunch of bullywugs standing with bows. So, if you were deemed enemies, they could shoot down at you.
We are taking note of where everybody is. Right, Master Smock Leader?
I hope so.
And that's what Alamir's doing. Again, he's calculating. He's counting. He's figuring out, is this an 80-foot palisade, whatever you want to call that sort of thing. Like the Barbican is roofed. The roof is the second level. The second level is where the archers are. With bow or crossbow?
With bows.
Can we tell? Bows. Okay, short bows, I'm guessing, because they're short people.
Yeah, they're short bows for sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's only like
so yeah.
Yeah, so they'd only have they would have disadvantage if they were shooting if you were further than halfway down the causeway. But
just a mental note, there's, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in the bottom. There's, I count 6 up top, that sort of thing. That is what Alamir is doing. He is didactically trying to memorize it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So he just keeps go ahead all the way, takes you all the way down to the end, and I'm just gonna group move you guys so that you're all down there. You get down to the end, and what it opens up into an inner ward, or actually, I'm sorry, this is the outer ward. So the ground here looks like it used to be hard packed earth, but the area right immediately here inside and to the right has been churned into mud by the bullywug feet. And in here you see, and walking around here, going to and fro different areas, you see a handful of bullywugs and a handful of lizard folk. The lizard folk actually are walking towards you, looking like they're like heading to, and they look to pass you, and they all stare at you intently as they walk by and head down the causeway behind you. So, and then
did the divine sense return anything to me?
Sorry. It did. You got a fairly neutral, tending towards level 5 into level 5. You might have picked up some level 6s. Maybe you picked up a couple level 6s and one level 4, but for the most part, you're kind of just a little ways into 5. All right. So, just looking here. It's been, let's see. So as you enter, so if you follow the bullywugs into this area, I do believe I need to, where is,
Waiting on Smock to move forward.
sorry guys, it's just a need to find where he's taking you.
Well, if he doesn't know,
Nirvana.
Aha,
Frogvana.
there he is.
No.
That's it.
That'd be wet and gooey and marshy.
It's okay. My armor
Where
won't
you want to
rust.
go for it, Dad. I don't want to go there.
All right, so he walks you up towards this way, and you begin. So this area that you're walking through right now is open air, and the bullywug is walking towards this opening into an inner courtyard. So it is blocked off.
Each of the red things, I'm guessing, are closed doors. Just
Yes.
closed.
Yep.
I'm not going to approach any of the doors, but they're just closed doors. Okay.
They are. So you do actually. You know that these double doors here. You there is you hear some. You all hear Draconic being spoken from the other side, and they're like. It sounds like training. You hear growling. That sounds like maybe more of the giant lizards.
Are they speaking in lizard folk, or are they just growling?
Well, no, the lizards are beasts.
Oh, okay. The beast lizard, not the humanoid lizard. Okay.
Right, but you hear lizard folk on the other side speaking in Draconic.
Okay.
As well. Like giving, like, at least a couple of them speaking back and forth, like they're maybe training the lizards or feeding them or something.
What? Oh, you say this is an open air. Is it open air that opens to, like, second level? Is there any walking terraces?
No, there's not.
It's just a straight, flat wall, open air.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
That's fine. No reason to care then.
So above the doors to your left, the right, the tower straight ahead of you, this is an edge of a tower. They just go straight up.
Okay.
So he
And Smock, I'm going to stay 25 feet behind you at all times.
Okay.
Just so you know distance.
So
that's more for me.
Right here, Smock as this bullywug, and this bullywug just kind of make sure that you're following, but otherwise you can tell he is really kind of non-committal and just doing his job and kind of looking around. It spends more time looking around, seeing what's going on as he walks around than anything else, than paying attention to you. And where he's walking through right now looks like there used to be heavy wooden gates that could be closed off so that the entrance into the inner ward could be barricaded, but they've long since fallen apart and haven't been replaced. So this is just a wide open opening. As you walk inside, there are some guard drakes that are just walking around. A couple of them kind of looking like they're playing roughhousing with each other. And he walks by them. To the right up here, it is one of the towers. There's a staircase going up. And it looks like, as you look inside, it's easy to see inside because it's all open. That there looks like that one time there would have been a wooden floor that's all rotted away. Now the floor, and through the opening in the floor comes this just god's awful smell, foul smelling, humanoid waste, swamp water, and possibly dead things from whatever that opening is.
Okay, I think I need to do some cleaning for them.
And the bullywug just keeps walking and takes you over past the drakes, and the drakes kind of they all stop and stare and watch you go by, but none of them attack.
What if we reach over and just pat them on the head?
Would you like to try?
Sure.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Sure.
No, not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Apparently not good enough, though. Oh, God. Yeah, you're good.
No, that was a luck roll.
I know, it's only 8. It's mediocre.
This is the luck of losing the hand or not losing the hand.
So 1, 2, 3. Nope. So the guard drake begins to pull back, and then it just kind of it's looking at you warily. It lets you just lightly touch the top of its head, and then it skitters away.
Now demerit, I call out.
So the bullywug comes up to this door and opens it. How is this all done? I think this is all... Isn't there... Here, I think I just need to go to here.
Is there any keys for these doors, or are they just turn handle?
Oh, here we go. What if I do this? No. There we go. I can open the door. This is the old way it used to be done, before doors were actually created. And he kind of knocks on the door, and a cultist actually this time, no, he walks inside because it's empty right now. And he walks in, and you see a room with a bunch of... There's room in here for a bunch of barracks, and the barracks go all the way down to the south. There's room in here for easily a dozen people to sleep. And then he goes up to this other door, and he opens and goes through that. So let me just take care of that.
Is this where the queue continuum is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you see the queue?
I see a queue. I'm assuming it's the queue.
Oh. Oh, why is it on there? You're not supposed to see that. GM layer. There we go. And he continues to walk through, and all the way around and into this room up here. And you see stairs going up here, and there's an opening here into another room that looks like it has not been used in a long time. And he points and says, he says, "Sleep." And then he begins to walk back away, now that he's showed you where you stay.
Okay.
And inside the room
is Jinx.
It's... You see a wet and mold, a wet room full of mold. It's not flooded, but it's definitely very damp and wet. And you see there's a good number of cots in here for sleeping, and a couple of two makeshift tables with chairs.
I start off by going around and I clean and dry the cots with prestidigitation.
That's
So
yeah.
before you do that, everybody. So let's see. So Alamir and Jinx were the first two in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We went to clean. Like, nope. This ain't gonna do. We got to clean this up first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. And
Yellow
Smock,
milk.
I assume you're up there, or are you?
Somebody was up there and then ran back. I don't know who it was.
I put Luna back because I'm so as you all begin coming in. Alamir and Jinx, make perception checks, please.
Make perception checks.
Not
No.
Alamir.
Unless you don't want
You didn't
to.
hear what he said. He said make them.
Yeah.
Well, you know Alamir doesn't do as he's told. He's already proven that. Jinx, as
Yes,
you and Alamir, you're like you begin cleaning stuff up, and you notice movement, and you jump back as a giant centipede
I really jumped back.
comes crawling out from underneath one of the pallets. And I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
I yell, fireball, fireball, fireball.
Do you want me to roll the D10 to see where I'm at in Shillelagh?
Yes, please. All right, I need here, right? Yes, right there. All right, let's just take one of these and roll initiative for them. Nice and even. Okay. Oh, and I need to do hef. Okay. So, Smock, what do? You go first. You hear Jinx yell, as just in time as a warning, and poke your head around and see crawling out from all over inside the pallets and from the refuse on the ground and coming down the walls, all these very large centipedes. And by large, probably about the size of, two arms. Pretty big.
What kind of arms are we talking about? Are we talking like baby arms? Are we talking about female, male, troll?
Let's say Smock's arms. So Smock,
Whoa.
what are you doing?
All right. I attack this one,
Okay.
and I'm assuming with the advantage.
Yes.
$13 to hit.
13 hits, and you smack and kill it. Because remember, these are definitely. I'm just
Mooks.
going to. Yeah, these
Babies.
are definitely mooks. Yeah. All you got to do is hit them.
Okay. Second attack then on this one.
Mm-hmm.
No advantage this time, of course.
Nope.
10 to hit.
10 does not hit. It scurries out of the way.
Okay. Then I move to here. Well, hang on. Jinx is last. Actually, I'm going to go right here. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I can do that. Okay.
Okay.
And end my turn there.
Okay. So Hef will move down to the entrance of the doorway. We'll shoot. Yep, shoot that one right straight in front. Come on, Hef, where are you? Right here. So he shoots and he hits, and it's even a mook for him, so he kills it. And then he's going to shoot this one. Actually, he's going to hit this one right next to Smock. That's also next to Jinx. Or he's going to at least shoot an arrow at it. And he hits and kills that one. Skewers it. All right. And Spot, it's your turn.
I look into the room and I just see things going off and things dying, and I'm like, yeah, you guys got this. And I just walk over here and lean up against the wall.
Okay. And
I can't hardly see into the room, so with them hitting them and they all die every time, I think
They'll
they got
hit
it.
me.
So
They crit us. They kill us too. Like full out kills.
So
if they
Smock,
do, then I'll step in.
this one comes up into range. Are you going to use a reaction? This one right here.
Yes.
Okay.
And if anything comes out of the room, like it's running away or comes up the wall or something in this room, I'll take care of it. But
Okay. Yeah, that kills it. So there we go. Delete. All right. So Smock, you stop that one and kill it. This one comes forward. These are going to, I think they have, scuttling over. They all come scuttling over. So there's 2 against Jinx, 3 against Smock. Alamir, actually, yep. And I'm going to, that one did not, hold on one sec. And Alamir, there was one right above your head that I got to get down here. There we go.
Yeah, just move me where you need me or it or whatever.
I did. And so there's going to be one on you as it scrambles down the wall. Start with just the one on Alamir. So it comes scrambling down the wall, attempts to bite you and misses. Jinx, you have 2 trying to scramble up your leg. One hits for 6 and does. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
+3 on all saves if you're within 5 feet. No.
Nope. And it was
But
DC
plus
11.
3.
So yep,
Okay.
didn't
With the
quite-
+3 misses.
Yep.
Oh.
So you take the full 11 poison on top of the piercing. Second attack misses you. And then Smock, you have 3 biting at your ankles. 16 does not get through your armor. Miss. 19 misses, right? You have a 20 now with your shield.
No. 19 hits.
19 hits. Okay.
Yep.
Then Constitution saving throw, please. And that just doesn't quite make it with your +3. Or does that include your +3? I don't think it does.
It does not.
Then you take 4 piercing and the 15 poison.
Okay.
And that is their turn.
Bahamut protected us.
Jinx.
Are you skipping me again?
You skipped Luna, didn't you?
Oh, I did. Oh, I'm
Again.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Oh wait. You know why? I'm sorry. You know why, Luna? It's because I deleted. No, I deleted the centipede that was before you, and so when I hit next, it did you?
Truly, I believe you.
Yeah. Go ahead, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move here. Schwack him. All right. So
Oh no, you get plus. No wait, you're doing your shillelagh, so that
Yeah.
just misses. It just skitters out of the way.
the +1 does not work on slowly. You're right.
Yep, it's only when you're in shape change, your wild shape.
Sorry, Alamir.
It's okay. Almir will take care of it.
Okay, so nothing with your bonus action. You're done.
Yes.
Okay, Jinx.
Well, these little things, I'm gonna just try to swipe at them with. Excuse me. I'm just gonna swipe at them with the rapier for
Okay.
whole one of them.
Oh,
16.
16. You hit. Yep, and it dies. So that one's gone.
Yep, I only get one attack. So
Okay, Alamir, your turn. It's the one on you and 4 on the other side of Jinx and Smock. Alamir, you had a reset again? Yep, he's looking like he's
Looks
having
like.
a reset. So while he resets, Smock, why don't you go ahead and take your turn?
Okay.
Yep, and that hits and kills it. Can you hear us now?
Your whole thing froze up before.
Can you hear us, Martin? I don't know. He can't.
I'll message him.
Yeah. So, yep, I gotcha. Delete, hit, smash another one. And a miss. And we'll just do a quick couple here. We're not going to draw this out. So that's a hit. That's a hit. And that's 2 more. And that's both of these. All right. And we'll just assume Alamir gets rid of his. All right. So you have cleared the room of its infestation.
We're on a roll, guys. Let's go to the basement.
you mean up the stairs?
Up the stairs. Whichever way.
Find a little cot over here. I clean it off.
Well,
and I'm
we
like,
do
"Let's
have-
you guys."
Slits out of all the way around our room. Is there anything outside you guys want to fire at? Now's your time. Only to bad guys. Have you known that they're bad guys?
No problem. So back here, let me fix you in the stream. Switch here. Copy.
So if we go upstairs, that'd be level 2, which should be not the cult. Yeah, it's the cultists up. Correct or not correct?
You were
Trying to remember.
the leaders. The leaders. You were told. Did that do it? Let's see. Yep, I did it. All right, cool. And we assumed, Alamir, that you destroyed the one that was at your head.
You're muted.
Yes, I was gonna firebolt or swing my staff, whatever is the
Yep.
necessity.
You hit and killed it.
Of thweppage.
So cultists and leaders reside upper levels of castle. Lizard folk not allowed.
Well, you are considered. They thought you were cultists, and they put you here. So
Okay.
keep that in mind. And you saw similar drier cots set up in that room, the queue room that you passed through.
Okay. Good.
All right. What's the plan, gentlemen?
Does anybody need healing or everybody okay?
You guys got all that in there?
We don't clean the.
Smock and Steph are Heifer standing in the door, so I couldn't really get in.
They weren't before, but we don't clean those other beds. Let them take care of their own beds, apparently, because
We
I thought
don't
you were
need
fleet
it.
of foot and could move
We don't
like
need the
wind.
beds, or we just need the room space. I'll just
Not
do the
through a
hut.
giant
Oh, yeah, that's
man
true.
like you.
We can make it as dry as we want with prestidigitation, but it's just gonna get wet again.
I admit the room comes with live entertainment.
Yes, it does.
So should we sit and perceive the stairs up?
might as well just go up the stairs.
Okay. You look up the stairs, and it goes up to a landing, and then and cuts back, and it cuts. Let's see which direction. This is no, actually, yeah, and then cuts back the on itself. So it goes up. You turn and you go up. You go up another half flight. So you can't see the top yet.
Okay. Anyone have a better idea? Or stop? They just deposited us and said sleep. I hate sleeping with our, an entrance open or a stairway into our spot that we don't know.
Well, go up the stairs, check it out then.
Okay, you go up the stairs, and I'm just going to let me just grab all of you. Like here, let me just for purposes of this, let me just grab everyone together, so I can copy and put you on a different map. And you appear paste up there. So that is the top of the stairs, because you came up the stairs right here. You just can't quite hear so like if you were over here, well, only if I put people there. I think I almost would have preferred doing these maps without the old dynamic lighting, but this is what we got. So this is the top of the stairs. There's a door here and another door at the end of the hallway here. There's two doors. You do not hear anything.
Is it cleaner?
It is much cleaner.
Wow. Definitely looks like a better place to crash out. I'll go up to this doorway here and check it.
Okay. You do not
Else?
hear anything, and it is not locked.
I'll go peek over this door too, just in case.
Yep.
And did they open toward us or away from us?
They both open into the room.
Into this room?
Into each of the perspective rooms.
Okay. I cast my little spell and I open this door quietly, the top one.
Yep, you open it. It is a empty bunkhouse. Looks similar to the ones down below that you were put in, and the one you walked through.
Is it kept up though?
It is kept up very well, yes. And you see 3 nice cots with little. There's little not There's like stools or little
Oh, gross.
racks with like a change of clothes on them, like basic clothes like what you've seen the cultists wearing.
You know,
Gotcha.
we just take these cots and move them downstairs.
Anything underneath the cots?
Make an investigation check. Nothing
Walk
that you
in the room
see
and-
offhand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a little walk around. See if they have a journal or something like that underneath there. You said investigation.
Yep. Investigation. You do not find anything.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you think is in that room? We open
You-
up this door quietly.
Yep. You open up the other door, and it is the same thing, but it's larger and much nicer. And you do see some of the higher level regalia that you recognize as what a dragon wing would wear.
I smirk to myself, and I go over to one of the regalias, whatever, and I go to the back side of it, and I'll precipitate a soil onto the back of the clothes.
Okay. And you make them all dirty.
Yep.
That's
Anything
it.
in this room, as far as
Jinx is going to take down the cult by lowering morale.
And I smirk to myself. I run downstairs. And I drag up one of the centipede corpses.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look for the best looking of the rooms, beds or whatever.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna go ahead and toss it and like lay it, kind of like curl it underneath the pillow. So when he puts his, grabs it, sits on the pillow and puts his arm underneath the pillow or whatever, he's gonna just feel this, squishy thing.
Yep. And that happens no problem. When you go to put it under the pillow, you feel something in there.
The pillow?
In the pillow.
What do I feel? I'll open up. Well, I don't know if I open up the pillow, but I'll. However, the pillow is encased, I will kind of feel around.
Where'd all the rest of them go?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
Something happened here. No. Okay, I guess I am not logged into that page anymore. Not surprising. Okay. Can I just not do that? Okay, I guess we're just going to do this. Excellent. Under the pillow, you feel a ring. There is a simple metal band, like made of. It's made of a simple, well-fashioned but simple iron band.
Okay. Does it seem to have any religious value to them?
You take a closer inspection of it, and you see that it is inscribed. There's something inscribed on it. In common.
Okay.
It says, "For my light in the darkness." And
I will.
I mean, to your knowledge, it's probably that.
Otherwise,
No, go ahead.
otherwise, I would take 10 minutes of the time while everybody else is doing nothing and just chatting in the hallway over there, and cast detect magic.
Okay. And so, yeah, I'm sure there's time. We'll just say while you guys are walking around, walking down the stairs, you can detect magic on this one item. It is not magical.
Okay.
I was going to say, like, you have enough experience and knowledge and stories that you know that this is not super common, but this is a known epithet to put on a wedding ring.
So what I actually do here is I look at one of the other beds. I take that ring, and I will walk over to one of the other beds, and I will tuck it underneath the pillow of that bed, and I
Okay.
will oil the clothing of this particular one, and leave it like that. So basically, set this guy up to look like he um, stole the ring, soiled his clothes like he was mad at them,
Okay.
and then I will leave. Yes, you said I was going to work on taking away whatever
So just roll a performance check.
performance. Not good.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you accomplish it. It's not. It's
Perfect. It's not
Yeah.
like the person be perfect at it. So
okay. And that is it. The stairs simply go back down. This tower only has. Oh, wait a minute. Does this tower only have a second level? Maybe it does. Maybe. Oh, hold on. Before I
yeah,
say
you don't
for
have.
sure, let me make sure. Nope, it does go up. And the stairs continue to go up.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they do. There's a
Oh,
third.
I thought this was the top of the floor.
Nope, there's one more floor.
Okay. Did we go up further? Smack. You said you want to
We
check
came
it.
this far.
Let's do it. Well, hang on. Evens we go up, odds we go back down.
Well, it's not late enough to go to sleep, so let's just keep going.
Up it is.
Evens would go up. Should have saved that roll for damage.
No kidding. It's been one of those nights.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So you continue on up. Actually, I have you guys saved still. So let's just bring you up to the next floor. And you end up. Paste. You end up there. You are now on the third floor. And again, it looks exactly the same as before with the two doors.
I see nothing.
I don't
Correct.
see anything either.
Lighting.
We are in the dark.
I have dark vision too. Is this magical?
We are in the
darkness?
Underdark, apparently.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that this level, dynamic lighting, on daylight. No,
We're in the
everything.
attic.
And I put you guys on here with. Yeah, actually, that's what I need to turn on all of these. And
They forgot to pay their light bill.
hold on. What is Envision is on. Envision is on this level, and it's a. But you're right. I don't see that the light went on. Let me try something else here. But you guys see out here, right? Wait, how?
I see nothing.
I see nothing. I see nothing at all.
Oh, wait, hold on. I know exactly why. You know why?
Why?
Because I put you guys on. Yeah, because I was on the wrong layer.
Wow, we went all the way to the bottom of the map.
Wait, hold on. There we go. Now I know why. I did not put you guys on the right layer. How's that? How's that? Does that work better?
Oh, that's better. I mean, we were in the legend a second ago.
Nice. Okay. So, same thing as before, where there are the two doors.
Whoa.
And I'm just gonna
as we go out, as we kind of peek outside, before we do that, we peek outside. I see that someone in common, I was able to write the word 20 in equals, and I was pretty amazed by their eloquence. Sorry. What's at these doors?
You hear nothing, and you open this door on the top, and it is an empty room. A portion of the roof and the northwest wall has collapsed, so you assume that's probably why it's not used for anything.
It looks better than the area room we were in.
The one that's downstairs, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Open to the elements, but that's it.
Yep.
When you look through this other room, it is the chamber is empty except for 3 stools, 3 writing desks, and a basin of water.
Okay. Assuming this is like their how big is the basin of water?
It's for like hand washing. And Alamir, this looks like this looks familiar to you from your earliest days when you went to Candlekeep to study.
What's going on in the room?
Yes. It looks like with a stool, a writing desk, and a basin of water is your basic first year setup for studying spell books and and practicing basic magic.
Okay. Would I know how to screw with it?
There's nothing special about it. It's just a place to sit and
practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could. I mean, maybe cutting through part of a stool so that it breaks when you sit on it. I mean, that's
nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And that is the end of the tower, gentlemen. So what you've seen is places for studying and sleeping.
Yep. I think we should go back down and leave it alone unless you need a reason to be. We need to be up here for a reason.
Nope. I agree.
Okay.
Unless anybody has a reason to. I'm good. Spot, you good?
Sure. As long as we don't want a nice warm place to sleep and we're going to go back down into mucky wucky, but whatever.
Well, if we ended up there, that wouldn't. Yeah.
So
we're going to stay in a nice warm. Don't worry.
So it's about 3 o'clock. It's been an hour since you got here. I mean, it didn't you were escorted straight in. You quickly took out the centipedes and headed upstairs. So it's barely been an hour. So you still have a good amount of light during the day.
So we could do some more investigation.
That's what I was going to say. Do we want to try to go up another tower?
Sure.
I'm going to turn Explorer mode on. There we go.
If we could sneak by everybody, I don't see why not.
So, all right. Yeah, so you can go back when so you're going back into what tower? Or you're heading for where?
Well, the next tower was the one that was completely waterlogged over by
the bottom over here?
Yeah, over there. That was the waterlogged one by the drakes.
Yeah, the best we can do is go straight down, right?
But there are the stairs that go up there.
So this would take care of the 2 towers on considering the north end of the building if we did these ones over here by the drake. I'm just moving over here so we can see the stairs.
So here's something to consider, and they did this because of how the outside is laid out.
Right.
It's confusing. North is actually to the right. The top of the map is actually the west.
West?
So the other maps are twisted 90 degrees counterclockwise.
So 90 degrees is okay, but normally to the left of north is west.
Right, that's what I said. West.
They said east.
No, you said east.
Okay, then west.
Tops west.
Yep, top's west. Okay, so there. So
unless I said it wrong and it was right in my head, but yes, top is west.
Either way, so west is north. Haha. But this way it gets rid of the west towers out of the way. If you guys want to come this way, otherwise, yeah, we got the tower to the south of us, down yonder.
Yep.
Game if you are.
I just figure, we never know. We could clear our way through this other tower and use it as a portal escape.
When you walk into this room,
yeah, I'd walk into the room.
There are you see further down. You see two cultists at the far end, sitting against the outer wall, like just sitting in their cots, like resting.
Okay. Coup de grace. No.
And they look up at you.
Not coup de grace.
Let's see.
Did you say this was? But you said this whole thing is lined with cots, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Luna,
Smock.
Luna, why don't you roll me 2d10, please?
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just trying to stay 25 away from you.
Yep. And they look up and they kind of
wave,
and they and one of them immediately goes back to his book. The one closer to you, just kind of nods and says, "Hey."
I nod back.
Where'd they send you from?
Luna?
Long trails, long ways.
Yeah?
How about you? Where'd they send you from?
Which direction? South? East?
Where's the guy talking? Can you point to the spot for the?
He's this
dude?
one right
that
here,
one?
the closest one to you.
I point at Smock. He's the leader. He knows where we've been.
Why are you asking?
Just curious. It's been a while since we've gotten some reinforcements.
We're from down south.
Ah, down south, heard there's been some good excitement going on down there. I heard heard there was some opposition in Greenest.
A little bit, yeah. What'd you hear?
Just some troublemaking adventures, trying to killed one of the heroes and even took out a wearer of purple.
Really?
Yeah, I heard Resmir was there, and I guess a good thing for them that he didn't get a hold of him. Yeah, that would have put a stop to him right quick.
Yeah, we heard about Cyanrath.
That's right. Yeah, that was his name. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to have been there for that.
Really?
Yeah. I've been here too long. This is boring. Nothing ever happens around here.
Well, that's the way guard duty sometimes is. What are your latest orders? How long have you been here?
Oh, I've been here now about just over 3 months. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We just to sit tight up until the next orders come. Hopefully the next orders will be some call to the final I don't know, some final big reveal, or I don't know, maybe we'll go out on a big raid. I don't care what it is. I'm just sick and tired of sitting on my butt.
Yeah. Who do you take your orders from, or who's giving you your direction? We haven't been assigned a taskmaster or a boss man yet. Who's your boss?
Oh, well, you got Resmir's ranking, but he doesn't deal with any of that, and it's all the elf. You got to
Ah.
go see Borngray.
Oh yeah, where is he located? Which tower is he in?
Which tower is he in?
Because we're eager to go do some stuff, but it doesn't sound like that's coming. How's the pay here anyway? They pay you every day, every week, every month.
Right?
What's it like?
It's just standard once a month. But while you're here, it's yeah, just free room and board. It's the usual and
Are
just
there
more boring.
Are their rooms at least better than what they gave us?
Oh, you get they put you in the old muddy room with the centipedes.
Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
Watch out for those. They got a nasty bite.
Yeah, they were sort of surprised us a little bit. It was tough. Luckily, Spot over there, or that guy over there, he managed to kill them all.
Ah, excellent.
I can't help but not laugh. I sit there laughing like I can't do this. I can't even agree to that.
Okay, where is two? Two.
By the way, I am
Oh.
as we're talking, I am trying to look into the room.
Oh, this room down here.
Mm-hmm. Is that a closed door or is that an open door?
It's an open doorway. There's it looks like some just cleaning staff down there.
Okay.
So he goes, oh yeah, you just Borngray's in the central tower. Just heading there, head upstairs. He's on the second floor.
Second tower, or the tower second floor. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'll see you around.
Yep. Good luck. Hope you get some action.
Yeah. Unlikely. Keeping my fingers crossed though.
Any place to spend my money here?
Come by in the evening. We set up some gambling games.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm Orcris, by the way. So, I'll see you guys later.
Have a good day.
I just nod my head.
All right.
I attempt to exit in a smooth way, hoping it's not locked.
That door's not locked. So
Okay.
that's yep. Yeah. So you go out there. Oh wait, is that door? You can just move yourself to the other side if. Here,
Okay.
let me just open that stuff up. Yeah. There you go. Yep, and
Wanna
you know,
go-
like this is so like you have to go all the way back around to the only entrance into the that tower.
Okay.
How did I let you guys talk me into coming to this place?
See the sights, they said. Travel the world, they said.
Yeah.
They said it would be an adventure.
Sail the seven seas.
Yep. So yep, you go around, find the door on the other side. Yeah, this central tower, I mean, the doors look the same, the walls look the same. I mean, this courtyard is kept pretty decent. But you can tell right away there's not as much traffic that come in and out of this door as the barracks that you were just in.
So I whisper to the guys, what's the plan? Go up, try to join, pretend, go up, decimate, destruction. What's the plan?
Well, I guess that all depends if they recognize you or not.
Well, as soon as we think they recognize, I guess we go into the
We
attack
go
mode.
exactly. You go in one, and if all hell fails,
Okay.
Plan B.
So
If Plan B fails, Plan
you're a
C.
much more eloquent talker than I am, Jinx. So how about you do your talking, and Spot and all of us will be your backup.
I seen what happened last time. He sat in the back sleeping.
What I can tell you is I'll stay as close as I can to you because I have some gifts of Bahamut that can help protect you.
I know, all because of Bahamut, I got freaking nailed by that damn thing.
Don't.
No.
No.
Well, to be fair, I'll walk up to the door and see if it's open.
Yep, the door is open.
I whisper.
Yep. Make a roll perception.
Of course.
19. Let's see.
You actually see the door.
Yep. You do not hear anything. But actually, I also wanted to check one other thing. Let me just see here. Yep.
And then I make my little motion, and I open the door very quietly using silent portal.
You hear some light scratching noises, and like a thump from far, very lightly, very faintly from far away, not from the room on the other side of the door.
Scratch, 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 thump. Scratch, 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 thump.
You opening the door?
Yes, very quietly.
You open the door, and on the other side is a empty room. It's wet and moldy, but not flooded. Actually, I'm sorry, wrong room. This room
room's empty.
is not wet and moldy. This room is clean. There is a let's see. So what you see in this room is you see a spiral staircase that's raised 3 steps. So this whole tower is 3 steps above the level of the inner ward. So you walk up 3 steps to get to the door. The door you open is stout, stout wood, and is very good repair. And it opens easily on oiled hinges. And on the other side is a small great hall with a few tables and benches that look like they get very little use, and spiral stairs leading up to the second floor. And to the left of the staircase is a large door that is closed.
And before he moves, I am making a point of staying within 5 to 10 feet of him. Never, ever more than 10 feet. Trying to be between 5 and 10.
Got it. Keeping him in your aura.
And this is up the stairs, obviously, that we're talking about, right? You were just saying you were talking about up the stairs.
The noise?
Yeah, what you said, the great hall, whatever you said, that was up the stairs, right?
No. Is this room that you step into?
Okay.
You can't see up the stairs.
Okay. Does this room look place look relatively clean?
It is. It is clean. Doesn't get much use, but it's not dirty or even that dusty.
Okay. I will walk up here and I will glance up the stairwell just to see if they see anything up the stair. Well, I guess the stairway technically goes up the stairway, but...
Does anyone else go into the room along with Jinx and Smock? So Luna?
I do.
Hef will just take one step into the side. Does Alamir and Spot go in?
Alamir's going to stay near Smock, but not within that 10 feet. I said 25 feet, but I have to keep him in view. So if Smock went there, then I'm going to be in the doorway.
Okay.
So I'll put
Everyone,
myself here-ish.
then go ahead and
Alright.
everyone make a perception check.
I wouldn't say here-ish. I'm changing my position.
Love you too,
Here-ish.
bud. Have a good night.
Here-ish. Nope. Here-ish. Perception.
And Jinx, I'm sorry, you get to make it with advantage.
I already rolled low. So just roll again. I
Luna's
guess.
got
Yep.
this one.
So Jinx,
Luna's very guarded.
and this time Luna with you, both of you hear the scribbling noises. It sounds like maybe somebody writing on a piece of paper or parchment from somewhere up the top of the stairs. You also, this time, hear a little bit of scuffling noise coming from the other side of the door.
Does it sound like more scorpions? Or
It's tough to tell. It was very light. And then following it, and you hear a little cough. It's a humanoid.
Okay. and that was through the door, you said, right?
Yes, that's through the door.
I'm gonna walk up to that door. I wave my little hand to make it quiet or whatever as I kind of peek through the eye hole or the keyhole, see if I can see through the keyhole. I'm not sure if it's the old skeleton key style or not.
So the room on the other side is warm and comfortable. You see it looks like it opens to the left. And actually, here, let me actually open the door. Why don't we open the door? That would probably be a good thing to do. Okay. So you see, it looks like it opens up to the left into some kind of bed chamber. On the other side of this room, you see Asbara Joss sitting at a small little desk, reading some parchment, reading a piece of paper.
This is the Wizard of Thay, or Thay, or whatever.
Yeah, the one who came and talked to you that last night at the Roadhouse. His parting words were, "I hope I'll see you at the castle soon. I guess."
I will quietly walk up behind him.
Make a.
Actually,
Yeah.
I will. As I walk in the door, I will use my little invisible mage hand to tap him on the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, he jumps and turns around. And he goes, "What? Oh, well, hello. You all made it. Actually, what's his voice? It's.
I was gonna say,
Yes, my
is
friends.
this really
It's
you?
good to see you again. You. This is. I guess the timing is about right, but yes. So, what? Are you here and undercover, or are you simply sneaking through the castle?
Apparently we're here to join. They gave us the nastiest room up the corner of the tower over behind you.
Oh, really? I know the accommodations here are a little cramped, and not all of it is as nice as my rooms here. Please come in. Have you?
I look around just to make sure there's nobody else in the room.
There isn't. It is just him.
It doesn't matter. I just do it. I do a peek around the corner really quick just to make sure.
Yep, no problem. How come it won't?
How's his room as far as cleanliness?
It's extremely clean.
Okay, so he's taking care of himself.
Oh, I know what happened. This link doesn't work because I got rid of it. All right. So anyway, yes. So what So what are your plans? What are you doing? What you are here? You are here, pretending to be members of the cult. Is that it?
All members, prospective members of the cult, obviously, you know, joining the cult.
Well, I must warn you, only current members would be allowed to come here. So you must be a current member.
Oh, yes. How do we
Yes.
just get that right, the recruit thing? You know, now I really do need to talk to them about our accommodations. Why would they give people who are esteemed members? I let it go
Well,
before, but
wait,
now I
wait.
feel like we're being dissed.
Well, you do know there are lots of different levels, and the base level is like an initiation level.
Yeah, initiation. That's basically a recruit.
So, have you? I assume you're looking for Borngray to check in officially.
Yeah, I think he's up the tower or something like that.
Hey, he's just right up there. Yes, probably working in his study. So what is your plan? Is it going to jump directly into mayhem? Should I make myself scarce?
Well, I glance back at Smock. I'm like, well, that all depends on how quickly that guy gets noticed. Now, don't get me wrong. He used to look good. He had flowing hair and everything else, and he shaved it all off for some reason. But it's a bit of a concern that we have. So it may be impromptu chaos.
I'm I must warn you. There was a conversation about you all um, just last night at dinner. Rezmir was regaling uh, the details of his encounters with you, especially the direct fight in Baldur's Gate to the elf. It is possible, given how distinct you all look when together, that he will put two and two together and know who he is talking to.
Jokingly, I go, "It's Hef, isn't it?" He's the one that sets us apart.
Yeah. Yes, the one normal looking person in the midst of all of the rest of you says there is something wrong here.
um, but yeah, our plan is to go introduce ourselves to him and then try to get into the next task or whatever. But really, it's all about if we're gonna get caught, though. I mean, as far as giving you a bit or what to do, I don't have a clue. It all depends on.
Well, what are your goals? We have common goals, and so what are your goals right now? Perhaps I can help.
I start to open my mouth as I reach for. I put my hand on my the hilt of my of a dagger, and then I stop. I'm like, goals. Um, let myself roll that. Um, I stop for a second, and then I push Smock forward as I bite my tongue from what I was about to say.
Okay.
So while the cat lets go of his tongue, um, what are you doing here? And are you representing the one faction or the other? And how can we help you, Asbara?
Or as I said before, we must be quiet so that our conversation does not travel upstairs. But I I am here to stop the faction of the disfranchised wizards from my country from successfully helping this organization in its goals to free the great dragon. The queen must not be released.
So for you, one way or the other, as long as the queen isn't released, your mission's been satisfied.
Correct.
So if there were to be mayhem on these grounds, are you pro lizard people or pro bullywugs?
Oh, I do not care. I mean, the lizard folk are more civilized than the bullywugs. I, if I had to take a side, I guess I would prefer to have them come out on top. But overall, I do not really care one way or the other. I have no vested interest in this castle and the surrounding lands.
So what do you know about what's going on here? As we understand it, there's a basement and there's a couple levels above us. Do you know what's happening here relative to the cult and relative to?
Yes. What I know, and I'm still have not found the specifics out. It seems that only Born Grey and Resmir know exactly what this place connects to. And neither uh, have let have said yet or let me know where that is. But in the dungeons there is some kind of teleportation portal, best as I can discern from what I know, and that is being used to transport whatever treasure is brought here to this other location that I assume is somewhere relatively far away. Why else would you travel hundreds of miles with treasure just to simply have it travel another 100 miles through teleportation? I would assume it is somewhere far to the north or to the northeast or east or perhaps even down in the Great Desert. I have no idea, but this organization seems to mostly um, be centered to the east of here, towards my homeland. I would assume this circle takes you somewhere in that direction.
Do you know where that teleportation circle might be? Or maybe as good, where you know for sure it's not?
All I know is that it is now. I will backtrack a little bit here. The in hearing the stories that Snapjaw told you, he did tell you very clearly the path that his people are allowed to walk in the down in the dungeon to this room. But that's it. They walk from the staircase. They carry the treasure back because they're forced to do all the menial labor, and then they walk back to the stairs, passing an entrance to the breeding grounds for the giant frogs, and on the way there, that's what you know. So you know when you go down the stairs, it is You go straight and slightly right as almost like as far back as you can.
And where is the entrance to those stairs?
Uh,
I ask Asmara.
the entrance down is uh, in the southeast tower. So the southeast tower is the only staircase that goes down into the dungeons.
Southeast. Okay.
Yep. So down and to the
Lower
left.
left.
Yep, lower left.
Okay. Well, that is interesting information. So I'd like to confer with my friends, if you don't mind.
Oh, please, please. Would you like to confer here, or I can go for a walk, or would you? How would you like to have this privacy?
Alamir
Spot.
trusts him.
You do? Okay.
Mhm.
Would it be, if just in case anything does go wrong, would it be good for him to go for a walk anyway?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to consider him sort of a informant on our, or at least temporarily with us. So if we don't want to get him into trouble, Jinx had a great idea. You should probably go ahead and do a walk for your sake as much as ours.
Give us 10 minutes.
I will go visit the kitchens and have a bite, have a little snack.
And before he walks out, I ask him, what's above us?
The private chambers for Born Grey, and above him on the third floor is the old observatory where Rezmir has his rooms.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're both in this tower.
Do you know if Rezmir is up there right now?
I think Alamer just decided our next steps.
As far as I know, they are both up there. Rezmir
Now-
in particular does not come down for except to take occasional walks. And,
I'm sure he takes his food in his chambers and
and
all that.
practice his martial exercises.
So you've been seen, I believe, with Rezmir. Are you two on the same side of things, or are you two opposed, or where do you sit on the whole Rezmir situation?
Rezmir, in my experience, is extremely dedicated to Severin and the current direction that the cult is going. Rezmir is looking forward to the reign of the dragons.
And so, from your perspective,
We
Rezmir is to be prevented from succeeding. Okay.
correct. We are not. He is not on our side.
Okay. Well, as I understand it, there's a dwarf or some dwarves. Is the dwarf to be trusted as far as
The chef?
Yes.
Yes. He is simply a hireling. And does a good job too. He makes decent fare considering the food that is gathered by the lizard folk from the marsh. So he is not part of the cult. I'm fairly certain.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I wish you all luck as always. Good hunting, good travels. I'm sure we shall see each other again. And
It does seem that way. You are an interesting man, Asbara.
Happy hunting for you in the kitchens, too.
Mm-hmm.
and he nods and he goes walking out and walks out of the tower.
As he leaves, I look through his paperwork.
Yep. You see, there are more pieces of a couple of letters from his boss, whose name I don't remember off the top of my head.
The only question I need
That's
on
a
that.
cool name.
You're talking about his boss. His boss actually for the cult thing, not his boss against the cult.
The red. Yeah.
No, his boss is actually. Let me just here real quick.
Because he wouldn't be stupid enough to leave that kind of stuff laying around.
No. Not, yeah. So what is here are missives from the Thayan resurrection. Wrath Modar is the head of that. And that is the exile group of red wizards that Asbarajas has infiltrated and is trying to work against. Yes, so these are letters from Wrath Modar, looking for updates, letting Asbara know that things are proceeding well, and the ritual magic is the rituals necessary to the magic necessary to complete the rituals is still being researched and decoded, but progress is being made, and they feel like it should be relatively soon, sometime within the next 3 to 7 weeks on the outside, that the ritual should be ready.
Oh boy.
If we can get a hold of this ritual, if we could just change like a word in the document somewhere, just saying.
That'd be perfect. Spend all that time, all that money, and whoop, whoop, whoop.
Find out they need virgin elf blood or whatever, and what they actually need is non-violent orc blood, adult orc blood or something. I don't know.
Change it to Rizmir's firstborn.
So I assume you all come into the room and are having a conversation. Do you close the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Alamir's going to stand right here. Well, he was going to stand at the door just in case he heard any talking or anything.
I was moving everyone in. Yeah, you can stand right there at the door. We'll assume that your back is against the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's silent on the other side.
Okay.
All right. What's the conversation? What's the plan?
Alamir itchily says, "They're right upstairs."
Yes.
Do we have any means to quietly, silently take out level 2 and then move to the 3rd level? Do we want to consider something maybe if we can from top down instead of bottom up? I don't know if that's possible.
I don't think we're going to be able to get top down unless the stairwell is an enclosed stairwell that like opens up to level 2 with a doorway, but continues up to level 3 to door. That sort of stairwell. But it looks like it's an open stairwell.
It did look open, yes.
I mean, we can get up to level 2, and I can try putting them to sleep individually.
Well, we can.
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Then you could skip 2 if it works. He's asleep, and we go past. If it doesn't, we attack. We attack.
And if someone comes down from 3, try and put that person to sleep.
Spot, what are your thoughts?
I mean, technically, also, one thing Jinx could do, silent the room.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I can do the silence, but it is a pretty limited area. It is only a 20-foot sphere.
Right, so if we think, and let's imagine, that his rooms are in the exact same size as these rooms.
Yeah.
And that's a 20-foot square.
Yep.
Again, knock, knock, knock. Housekeeping? I don't know.
Land shark.
I dig around in my bag. I'm like, I don't
Plumber.
have a outfit for you.
So that's one possibility. Go in, try and put him to sleep. If it doesn't work, silence him. Do we know? Because who is this guy that's right above us? I'm looking at the stuff. That was Born Grey, correct?
Yes. So
And
Drowmore
Born
or
Grey
Born Grey?
is. What is? I'm reading your thing. A one-eyed elf man. He runs the castle, so he's always angry. Well, might as well make him sleepy and angry, I guess. And apparently Jenkins is turning into a toad.
No, I'm a little low on hit points, and my spell slots are a little light, so I'm drinking a couple potions
Gotcha.
to
Gotcha.
heal myself up a little bit.
This is an opportunity. I mean, yeah, this could ruin everything, or we can continue looking through the rest of the dungeon or through the rest of the castle.
How tall are the ceilings in here?
Good question.
Standard
Ceilings,
10 feet.
They are, yeah,
Nice.
they're 10 feet, yes.
Okay.
And I award Alamir the role playing of a merchant, selling us on that this is an opportunity. I liked it. I liked it.
But remember, if we do this, we are all in right now at this tower.
Yep.
Everybody has another character rolled up, right?
I am a soft yes for my vote.
Soft yes.
Soft yes.
That's a 60-40. Okay, got it. 60-40.
I do have one question before we go up there.
Uh-huh.
I know we're just getting this whole plan and kind of thinking this whole
Yeah, I
thing
know.
through a little bit, but you're not just going to go up there and just cast Fireball instantly, are you?
No.
Okay.
But I do have one question. From the bottom of this tower, from the courtyard, does it show to have any sky bridges
No,
that are okay? So there's no spokes coming out the sides.
nope. And there's no way to physically get from one
Into
tower to another,
Okay.
except for like leaping an incredible distance, or throwing the like grappling hook at the end of a rope or something.
Again, plan A, we go up and try and just put him to sleep. That's plan A. If plan A works, we move to plan A up to the third floor. Because it's what? Is it 1 minute? Oh, let me look. Is it 1 minute? I want to sleep.
Here.
So, no. 1 hour. Okay, so it's a full hour.
You guys come up with your plan. I'll be right back.
Leroy Jenkins.
Personally, I have more of a fear of it not working on the dragonborn, than I do this guy.
What's the DC?
15 wisdom. That's why I'm thinking more Razmir not being able to take it rather than the other one. At least based on what this guy is.
Does anybody have a debuff that reduces their ability to
Saving
save?
throw. Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Doesn't
I have a
also
debuff
Luna?
called Stun,
What?
I have a D8
but it
debuff.
requires a physical interaction with them.
So I'll come and shake his hand. What is yours, Al?
Basically reverse. It's basically
Reverse
reversing-
inspiration.
Yeah.
Cutting
But does he
words?
have to?
Or,
Right,
No,
but does he
no,
have
it's
to?
the inspiration.
But does he have to be okay? You know what I mean? Accept it.
No.
Okay.
It's
All
my use the bonus action to give him basically the opposite of inspiration, just so he can whatever.
I mean, that means he has to roll a.
it's a D8, right?
Yeah, it's a D8.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn good.
That is really good.
And then if he succeeds, blowing all the wad here, but I'd also have silvery barbs. You can throw 1 silvery barbs at him.
Right, and he has to do it again. He has to roll again.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you have enough casters in your group, everybody can cast silvery barbs, make them fail, and then he passes them all.
You've planned this out, haven't you?
And he has. So that is plan A. Or potentially a plan A. We know if it doesn't work, then plan B is silence and just beat the crap out of him?
Or do we, if you don't want to waste that silence, is it Spot goes up, pummels the shit out of him to stun?
Oh, if that's going to happen, then I'm going to cast haste on Spot. Not only can he pummel the snot out of him, he can pummel the snot and enjoy it.
Yes. Well, the stun's a big deal.
It is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's not a huge DC on this thing, so.
That's what I'm saying. We could have point A, we have point B. Point A, I'm not using any spells. Plan A.
I'm
using a wand.
assuming the guy on level 2 is easier than Resmer.
Probably. That's
right.
Again,
level
that's why I'm
2?
hoping we can. We're hoping we can put him to sleep. Yeah.
Level 2 is the elf. Level 3
You
is Resmer.
Remember, you can't put an elf to sleep. Only all elves know that elves can't be put to
he's an
sleep.
elf. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. I'm making sure. He's an elf. Oh.
So the stun or the silence makes sense.
One-eyed health. Yeah, it's the only thing to do. Yeah.
And if
And if he
Resmer
comes down,
pounding, yeah, we try.
Then I put him to sleep.
And
or
if that
try.
doesn't work, aim it on us and we go to sleep. At least we go peacefully.
That's right. We don't know what happened. Don't worry, Hef won't feel it.
Plan Z. If we're all about to die, I may give somebody a special gift I can only do once.
Oh, I don't ever want to see that.
Just accept it. Trust me. You'll like it.
Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's better.
Okay. So the plan is Jinx goes in and beats him up.
Spot goes in and beats him up.
Oh, oops. What was that middle part?
You know something? Sure. I go in and I will, beat him up as I flex, showing off my 10 strength muscles.
That's right, buff.
Hey, that's pretty buff compared to. Actually, probably everybody here is probably more than that. So never mind.
Well, I'm very noisy, so whoever can go in quietly if you want to sneak up on or do everything you can to surprise the elf, that'll be.
Then we need Jinx and we need Spot and me to go up together. One for eyes, one for muscle, and one for standing there hiding in the corner. We know who plays what part.
Okay.
Only because the rest of you are all just noisy.
So when we get up
I'm
there,
not noisy.
if there's a door, obviously there's gonna be a door to open up. I will make that door silent to open up, so you'll be able to at least open up a door like
Right, but as your
quiet.
silence, that's a one shot, isn't it?
Well, I can silence, but it's a. I mean, you can't save against it, but it's only a 20-foot radius, and he knows instantly it's up.
Well, the other thing
so.
is if you do silence, Razmir upstairs won't hear anything. Not just the door, but the person.
How high are the ceilings? How high are the ceilings?
I thought he said 10 feet in the rooms.
Yeah,
So
10 feet high.
It is a 20-foot sphere, so it may become whatever. And if this guy happens to be a guy who's singing in the shower kind of guy, or snores really loud, and all of a sudden it's like dead silent, it may also be a bit of a
Noise.
I mean,
All we can do is try.
all you've heard so far from up there is the scribbling of like someone writing on parchment. Yeah.
The fact that scribbling that's coming through the flooring and everything else makes me kind of.
It was
Scribbling
down
really
like the
hard.
staircase, through the opening.
Oh,
in the
okay.
staircase.
So it's echoing, scribbling down the stairs. All right.
Yeah.
That's Alamir's plan.
So we're going the Bahamut route from what you told me, Alamar, and we are going to go up there and cast Fireball 5 times, and call it a day. And there's innocents up there. Okay, got it.
Twice.
I just saw the spot came back, so
All right.
All right. So
Spot.
what exactly is the plan?
The plan is that, and tell me if this is right. The plan is Jinx, Spot, and I are going to go upstairs. We are going to. Are you making the center of your um, silence the door? Because you can't see inside to cast it for the middle of the room.
That's why I said we have two options.
I say we
Either-
just knock.
Okay. We knock.
And when he
open
comes
the
up
door,
and he says,
boom,
"Who is
boom.
it?"
If,
Exactly.
if,
Then we can.
if you act like conscripts or,
Exactly. We were
new
just sent
recruit-
up here. We're new
Yeah.
recruits.
Yeah.
We were just sent up here. That way you can cast it further in. Spot can be between the door and him. He can't get out. I'm not in silent. I'm going to haste Spot.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then once you hear me saying boogity boogity boogity, you guys come up.
Phenomena.
Mana. Which I'm guessing you are only one action away. 30-foot stairwell? Holy crap, what is this?
Well, if it ends up being
Mansion?
like the same kind of room, you might
Yeah,
we're in his room here. He might just be off to the side here too.
It's an
That's what I'm
easy.
saying, we gotta go.
From the bottom to the top is like moving. Is effectively like moving 20 feet.
Okay, so we're well within reach. But yeah, if he doesn't answer the door or come to answer the door, we just open the door. Hey, we were sent up here by Lizard Man, whatever his name is, as we were just picked up as new recruits, and they said to go see, the Born Great dude or whatever. However you want to do it, you're in charge up there. I got 2 jobs to do: haste, fireball.
Okay, so it's Spot, Alamir, and Jinx going up, right?
I'm gonna come up behind that. Be okay.
Mm-hmm. And then probably Smock and then Hef.
Jinx is in front of me, right? There you go.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys head up the stairs, and so are you wait. So let's just be sure first. Are you going up there pretending to be new recruits and introducing yourselves, and then you're going to do this, or are you sneaking up and then trying to catch them unawares and do it and surprise? You're muted, Alamir.
We're walking up the stairs, but we're not sneaking up the
Got
stairs.
it.
At the same time, we're not clanging pots and pans as we're going up the stairs.
No, I understand. Okay, so
Just
you're
casual.
going up as if you belong.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Here we are.
Spot looks like he's ready to die. Look at the face.
Skin light.
Yeah, it is.
It is. So,
Suddenly it's all black again.
there
we go.
you
There we
should
go.
be.
We got
yeah,
it.
you
Top
got it?
left.
You found it?
Yeah.
Yep. You're in the middle of the tower.
What? Okay, and same setup. One door. Got it.
Right. So,
Okay.
but, I'm sorry, but now you get up to the top there and don't move yet.
Okay.
So this is a combination. It looks like this whole level is similar to downstairs, but would be a combination like sitting room, office, small hearth, etc.
Foyer.
And the area you walk into looks like it is an office. And in that room, now with it turned to face the staircase as you come up, is who you imagine must be Drownmore Born Grey.
Okay.
He turns and stares at you from his one good left eye. Well, so, who are you all? New recruits or what? Why are you here?
Yeah,
And
definitely new recruits. Definitely ones to keep your eye on.
and
Oh,
at that point, if it suddenly gets quiet over there because of Jinx, as a reaction, I'm going to cast on Spot.
Well,
Well, not as a reaction, as a planned action.
How was I even all the way in the front though?
well,
You were
I
first.
thought you were up going in
Yeah.
first because you were
Yeah.
casting
Yeah.
the first spell.
Well, I don't need to be right in the doorway to cast a spell if that would have been the reason why. But that's fine. I would have said that, and now I'm kind of like curious. But wait, this ain't the door thing. This ain't the plan.
Yeah, he stands up. So and he stands up and he's kind of looking at the three of you. Where are you all from?
Just waiting for it to suddenly get very quiet.
We're from.
I walk forward and stretch
Um,
out my hand to shake his hand and say where from, and hopefully it goes silent.
And he looks
I-
down at your hand and gets a look on his face.
Can
Yeah, can you what?
if I'm going to do the silent thing, I want to de-inspirize him first, and then I want to use settling words on him, and then turn around and do the silence on an area.
Okay. You're going to get a round of, so he did not notice you right away. So you're going to get a round of surprise actions, but first everybody roll initiative. All right, let me clear this first. Hold on. Remove, clear. Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Well, hopefully that'll allow Alamir to haste me
Mhm.
first.
That's what I'm doing.
Where is it? Right here.
And Jenkin has a 3. No, he doesn't.
I didn't. Oh,
How come it
Didn't-
didn't
You didn't
got
click
it. I got it.
yourself,
I
did you?
got it.
initiative? It didn't.
That's
it
better.
didn't put it in. It put it.
Yeah, I know. I'll fix it. I'm fixing it.
Well, no, but it didn't put it
For yours
rolled.
either.
Yeah, it didn't put that mine in either. Huh. And I am also going to, just so we have it. Oh,
Oh, really? Bringing out the big guy already?
so we know where he's at. That's all we know. That's all that matters.
Okay. What is the...
Okay. So let's order this. So one free turn. Smuck, are you doing anything this first round, or waiting for the other three to do their plan?
I am waiting one turn, then I will engage. When it's at the top of the next turn, I would then rush up.
Okay. Elamir, are you? And remember, so I do. You can simply hold. You can hold your
Okay.
turn as
Okay.
well. I allow you to. You can purposely go down. We haven't done this before because I don't think it's ever been applicable. But if you want, you can go further. You can move yourself down in the order on
Oh.
purpose.
Okay. Do I have to stay there, or can I like next round then
You
get
stay
back to
there
the,
if you do that. Yes.
stay there? Can I hold my action and say if I hear a cut off sentence, then I rush up the stairs?
Yep. But then,
Okay.
yeah, all you're doing is rushing because that's your action is to dash.
Okay. Well, then never mind on the dash.
Okay. So Alamir, what are you doing?
Haste on spot. Get that casted. Cast haste. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. There's. Okay. Casting that. And moving. You guys are underneath, so when half in smoke and get up here, I'm just going to go in the corner. Basically where half is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put myself out of here just for now, but I'll be where half is on the flatland. And I am done.
Okay.
And I'll put
Well,
myself
Hef was
right.
still on the stairs, so you can't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Once he gets out of the way, I'll put myself
Well,
halfway.
you that's there. You can.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Jinx.
Is this what I do my actions and stuff?
Yep.
Mhm.
You get one free. This is the free
Free round or whatever.
round. Yeah, surprise round.
So bonus action, unsettling words. So a whole 3, and then silence.
So he takes 3 damage.
No, he takes 3 off his next save.
Ah,
It's only
got
3
it.
though.
Got it. Okay. And then silence. All right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Luna, do you do anything?
So he's silenced right there, right?
Yep.
I
Yep.
come up. And I'm going to stage there. Let's see here.
So Luna, are you rushing up the rest of the stairs into the room?
Yes.
Okay.
And I should get there just outside the cone of silence.
Yep.
And I'm going to hold off on casting anything.
Okay. If you're not, you could use your action to move, to dash and move again if you want.
I got like 60 feet. Actually, I could just run up, attack him, kind of.
You
If you
could.
get to the other side, you'd also have advantage.
I'm right there. I'm going
Okay.
to schwack him.
All right. So
So,
you don't have your, because you didn't do your
shillelagh, I know.
shillelagh. Yep. So you just have, yep,
But I should have
your
a plus
first
1, though.
basic weapon attack of the campaign.
Yeah,
Whoa,
well,
and
my
it's a
lord.
crit.
Smacks- He smacks the crap out of him for 87 points of damage. Just
Yeah. So
Nice.
The serene quiet just
You
helped me concentrate.
Yeah, you shatter the quarterstaff over his head.
I don't know why it showed it twice, but yeah. So that's
I'm
a
up.
total of.
So if a druid hits somebody with a quarterstaff in a tower, does
Does it
anybody
make a
hear
sound?
it?
That's right.
So you did. So it really is supposed. Oh, it's a D6, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So you did 11 points of damage. Ouch.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's it. And whoever else, I didn't even use my advantage either, so whoever else attacks gets advantage.
Well, melee. Okay.
Yes.
Hef.
Spot. What about Spot? Okay, next.
It's not to him yet. Though
That's
actually, you're right. Spot should go before Hef, so it's Spot's turn.
Because Hef has to arrive
Well, it's also I just put Hef
last or after.
below you guys.
As
Spot
he
did-
should be.
What's Spot doing?
Hasted gives me 2 AC, right?
Mhm.
Plus 2 to your AC, yes.
Gives me an extra attack with the attack action, so that's 3. I'm gonna flurry for 4 and 5, and I'm gonna try to stun until he gets stunned on each hit. So 1 key point. This is like everything all in a wham bam thank you ma'am, guys, just so you know.
All right.
Do we I'm just gonna use regular
Do you
So-
want to save some for Resma?
regular damage. Yeah.
So he is wearing.
Well, I'm until he's stunned, because I have to spend a key point to try to stun him on every one until he gets stunned, but then I don't have to do it anymore. So
You have advantage on it too.
So he is wearing studded leather. There is a shield nearby, but he's not
If
using
you
it
did
right
it.
now.
You get a whipping.
So 15
did it.
does hit.
okay, so Constitution saving throw DC is 14 for the stun, I believe.
And he has the 3.
-3 on it. Yep.
Correct.
So here's a con save.
Nope.
-3. He misses it, so he is stunned.
Okay, until the end of my next turn.
Right?
So then my other 4 attacks are gonna be just at advantage and whack, 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 whack. So
Do you get to add extra stuff to it, or is it only the stuns your 1 extra thingy? Like
no, I can. If I would have activated my clause as my bonus action, I'd get an extra D6 of force
Okay,
damage on everyone right now.
But it's
but
not
I'm
like a
doing
smite
that.
with every hit, right?
No. The stun is like until I stun him, and then I don't have to stun him again because he's stunned until the end of my next turn. There's nothing to wake him out of it. There's nothing like that. So
Gotcha. That hits, apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's the 3 normal attacks, and then
That hits also.
2 more for the flurry. Ooh, see, this is why I should take
That hits.
fighter. 19, man, I could have critted.
Yep, and he's looking really bad.
And you have 1 more, right?
No, that should be 5 right there, right?
So
1, 2. Yeah.
and
that is 5. Okay.
what is it?
1 with the stun, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you
5.
killed
Yep.
him. Good job.
Yeah. So you pummel him. He
So,
falls to a knee,
first-
and you continue to hit him.
The first hit's to the nuts, which stuns him and drops him to the knee, and then the rest of them is just like chops to the neck and the head, and then the last one is like a double hand cuff on each ear that just makes his eardrums explode and blood starts coming out of his ears and he falls over.
And doesn't make a sound.
And on the first hit, you see his mouth go wide in a scream, but of course it's just dead silence.
Can we move this silence up the stairs to no?
No.
You see
it.
my hands go like this, and I'm like, you see a look on my face like
What the
nobody else
hell?
gets him.
Hef simply comes up to the top of the stairs. And Smock, do you do something now?
He smites the air.
Here I am. Just never mind. Yes.
So you just
Okay.
come into the room?
Yep. And does the stairway? Is there anybody coming down the stairs?
Make a perception check.
I look up knowingly.
And that's why Almir put himself there, was to be able to see somebody coming down. Oh, good kitty. Hey,
Yep.
kitty.
You don't see or hear anything.
Okay. I stand as big as I can in the way of the stairway coming down. So, as in
Elevator.
from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
I'm yeah. In case there's anything invisible sneaking this way.
So
Do we hear
Alamir,
anything? Yeah, what's up?
what are you looking to do at this point?
At this point, as stupid as Alamir is going to be, yeah, he's pointing at Smock going, go up. He's not going up alone. He's going behind somebody, and preferably somebody armored like Smock. That's what he's doing. He's pointing to Smock to mouthing, go up.
Okay.
Do I have everybody's eye contact attention? And if everybody is, then I nod and we go. But I wouldn't go unless I have everybody's eye contact.
But before you go, Jinx and then Luna can do something.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything special, Jinx?
He's checking that door, isn't he?
No,
never mind,
honestly,
okay.
I'm gonna go over to the body really quickly and just rummage through it really quickly, just to make sure there's nothing else that we have to watch out for.
I assist him if it helps him.
I do it very quietly.
What you see? Okay, so he had, he has nice studded leather.
It's a body double.
The only thing really of, and he doesn't have a weapon on him. But and what he was working on, you see what he was scribbling on. You're knowledgeable enough in the basics of Arcana, Jinx, that you notice that he was transcribing a spell into his spell book. He's a wizard.
Oh, I take the spell book and I just toss my bag of holding really quickly.
Okay.
And yeah, for now we'll just leave the rest of it there, but the spellbook we'll keep just because Alamar may want to take a look at it later on.
Okay. And the scroll, he wasn't done transcribing, so whatever the scroll is should be usable too.
Yep. Pop in the bag too.
Okay. Luna, do you do anything?
I do search around the area. Do I see anything?
What are you looking for? I mean, it's just this is a like a study.
Anything out of the ordinary that catches my eye?
Roll a. I mean, there's no time to investigate, so do a perception check. Yeah, you look. There are some interesting books in here. Um, on various books on cultures and history of places from a couple different places far away in Faerun. So he looks like he was a relatively cultured individual.
Okay, nothing I'd be interested in, though.
No, doesn't look useful.
Okay.
You all
Right.
hear from the top of the stairs, Smock from right above you. You couldn't see anything, but you
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
Right,
I'm
you're
in the
true.
cloud of nothing.
So Luna and Spot and Jinx don't hear anything. Hef and Alamir and Smock, you hear the voice of Resmir yell down, "What is that? What's going on down there? Born Grey! Born Grey!"
When I can, I would be moving back outside the silence area. Want me to go ahead and move or wait?
Nope. Spot, it's your turn. That's why we're staying in
Makes sense.
order.
My turn. I'm on the bottom of the order there.
You're right.
Or
I'm sorry. Yeah, it is your turn. It is your turn.
okay.
Can I
will
point? Can I
step
point to the
out
top?
then.
Can I point to the top of the
Since I
stairs?
didn't.
Yeah, you can use
Do
your
you?
reaction to.
Yeah. Then if they're pointing up, I don't say anything, and I point up in the air, and I'm like. And then if I hear him talking, I will run up the stairs and try to stun him.
Okay. So you run up the stairs. This is going to be interesting. So let's just go ahead. So let's do. I just want to get a sense here. So from the steps, you travel basically on the spiral staircase. It's just 10 feet to go up. So
Okay, that's 20 out of 110.
right.
The
I'm
other
not worried
the other
about
que-
you.
Yeah, the other question I would ask is, do we wish to pregnant pause this for a week?
That actually is a really good point. I didn't realize it was quite as late as it is.
Get to the top of the round, I guess. Get me to wherever I'm going. And then
So here's what we're going to do. It's you and Hef, so I'm going to grab the two of you, and we're going to just we're going to move everyone back up to the third floor.
I would be telling Hef, hide behind the hiding guy.
You already
A bush
used your
appears.
reaction.
So does he delay his thing to move after Martin
Alamir?
or Alamir?
Hold on. So he was already at the bottom, though. He can't.
Correct. It's his
But
his
he can
turn
wait
ahead.
to move. Right. No, he could. So I'm just going to grab. So let's just grab Spot. Put Spot over here.
I have your tail. It's right here. I have your tail. I had your tail. It's right there.
Oh wait, is that the right one?
No.
No. Why is that over there? That's okay. Resmir isn't there. So you get to the top, and you are actually when you get to the top, Resmir is right there, and you see she has her huge two-handed sword pulled out. You get to the top of the staircase and you hear her muttering some words in Draconic that you couldn't quite catch. Actually, roll a perception check. See if you catch
I
the
was gonna say I know Draconic.
you absolutely do. You were
Does my helmet tell me what he's saying?
You were a
She's
little
saying?
ways away and running, but go ahead.
And I am trying, lightly stepping up the stairs because I am in step of the wind kind of mode with haste on. So, perception, you said?
Perception, yes.
Regular roll?
Just a regular.
Oof, that's not.
Nope. You there's a muttering of Draconic, but you can't make it out. It's just under her breath, and you're busy running up the stairs, and the slapping of your feet interrupt it too much. You reach the top, and you see the same great sword of incredible manufacture and craftsmanship that you saw in Baldur's Gate, but now it comes alive and is wreathed in this dark, black, hazy energy. And it's going to be, and we'll stop. I want to stop right there. You've done part of your movement, and I think we should pick up right there next week.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Wreathy blackness about to go through my body, guys. That's where we at.
Excellent. So, welcome back.
However,
thank you, everyone. Thank you for another great episode. Little kind of like a dungeon delve, but in a top side of a castle. Was kind of interesting. So next week we pick up with the possible final confrontation with Rezmir the Black. Thank you all. Thank you all who are watching. Until next time, may your life be filled with peace, joy, and love.